Hi everyone, it's me, Hannah Medium, and I'm back with another Mediumship Mini. Now today, Eleanor has messaged me to ask what advice I would give my younger self. So I've been thinking about this, Eleanor, and I think I would say to my younger self that nothing is permanent. I really struggled when I was younger. I think being an empath, although I didn't recognise it at the time, but feeling everybody's mix of emotions and need and unhappiness, I absorbed it all like a sponge. I took it on as mine, and I looked at the world that we lived in where it just seemed that people were so unhappy, and what was the point in it all? And I took that as a permanent state for life. And I would like to tell my younger self that it doesn't have to be like that, and that we all have challenges and difficulties that we have to face, and some of them are heartbreaking, but equally some of the happiest and most inspired meetings I've ever had with people have been from people who have been propelled forward into happiness by devastating loss and grief. So the lack of permanence I would definitely address to myself. And I would also like to tell myself that I am worth love, and that you can be imperfect and fiery and judgmental and hard on yourself and mean sometimes because you feel so disillusioned and so without love, but it's there for you, and that energy will change your life, but you just have to allow yourself to receive it. You have to allow yourself to accept it. I would also say that all of those things that everyone takes the piss out of you for at school, like being too loud and wanting to be on the stage and wanting to educate everybody, yeah, you could probably dial it back a bit and choose your audience more carefully, but they will all serve a purpose, and they are not things to be ashamed about. You can be proud of the fact that you like to talk, and that you have a big vocabulary, and you love to read, and that you love to be on a stage, and not feel ashamed of that. And I think I would also tell myself that it's an inside job, and that those years spent looking for love from all the wrong places and all the wrong people, and having your heart squashed, and the judgment that you faced on that, and the judgment that you threw upon yourself for that, was just that you needed to allow it in for you, that you just needed to let yourself receive it. And you can never receive anything that you don't show to yourself within. So that work is important, but it's worthwhile. And yet I'd say all of that stuff, Eleanor, and then I would also say, but maybe I needed to learn it the way that I did. And in every bit of unkindness shown to me, and in the huge abundance of unkindness shown from me to myself, maybe that was the lesson. Maybe that was the learning. Maybe that's exactly the path that I needed to take to be the person I am today. And the person I am today is the person that is able to do this podcast. Isn't it interesting? So I hope that helps, Eleanor. And thank you very much for your question. I really appreciate it.